The open ocean calls to adventurers. It whispers of freedom, of exploration. The sun warms your face. The wind whips through your hair. You feel alive, connected to the raw power of nature. I've sailed all over the world, from the icy glaciers of the Arctic to the sun-drenched tropics. There's nothing quite like the feeling of solitude and self-reliance you get from being at the helm of a sailboat, navigating by the stars. But the sea, like all wild places, demands respect. It can turn on you in an instant, unleashing its fury with terrifying speed and power. I've learned this the hard way, facing down hurricane-force winds and towering waves. Believe me, when Mother Nature unleashes her wrath, you need to be ready. That's why it's crucial to be prepared, to understand the risks, and to know how to handle yourself when the going gets tough. It's not just about having the right gear, it's about having the right mindset. It's about staying calm, thinking clearly, and never giving up hope. Remember, the sea is a powerful force, but it's not unbeatable. With the right knowledge and skills, you can weather any storm. The sea is a fickle mistress. One minute it's calm and inviting, the next it's a raging torrent of wind and water. I've seen experienced sailors caught off guard by sudden squalls, their boats tossed about like toys. The ocean doesn't care about your experience or your skill. It only respects preparation. Weather can change rapidly at sea. What starts as a gentle breeze can quickly escalate into a full-blown gale. Dark clouds gather on the horizon, a sign of the impending storm. The wind picks up, whistling through the rigging. Waves grow larger, their crests whipped into a frenzy by the increasing wind. This is when you need to be at your best. Panic can be your worst enemy in a survival situation. You need to stay calm, assess the situation, and take decisive action. Remember your training, trust your instincts, and never give up. The key to surviving a storm at sea is preparation. Before you even set sail, you need to know what you're up against. Check the weather forecast, study the charts, and be aware of the potential hazards in the area you'll be sailing. Out at sea, your boat is your lifeline. You need to make sure it's ready to face anything Mother Nature throws at it. Inspect your rigging, sails, and hull regularly. A well-maintained boat is a safer boat. Carry a storm kit with essential supplies, a waterproof VHF radio, flares, a first aid kit, a knife, and extra food and water. These items could save your life if disaster strikes. Your life jacket is your best friend in a storm. Make sure it's properly fitted and wear it at all times when conditions deteriorate. Invest in a good quality life raft, and make sure you know how to launch it in an emergency. Practice makes perfect. Conduct regular drills with your crew so everyone knows what to do in a crisis. Remember, the more prepared you are, the better your chances of survival. It's not about tempting fate. It's about stacking the odds in your favor. Be ready for the worst and hope for the best. The sea is a vast and unforgiving environment, but it offers clues to those who know how to read them. The sky is your weather forecast. Learn to recognize the signs of an approaching storm. Dark, towering clouds, often with a greenish hue, are a sure sign of trouble brewing. Watch for a sudden drop in barometric pressure. This is often the first indication of an approaching storm, even before the weather changes visibly. A shift in wind direction or a sudden increase in wind speed can also signal an impending storm. Pay attention to these subtle cues. They are nature's warning signs. Seabirds flying low or returning to land are another indicator of an approaching storm. They can sense changes in air pressure and wind patterns that humans often miss. Trust their instincts. They've weathered many storms before you. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand the weather, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions about your safety at sea. Don't rely solely on technology. Learn to read the natural signs as well. Section 5. Riding the Waves of Fury. When a storm hits, your priority is to protect yourself and your crew. Stay calm, assess the situation, and take decisive action. Every storm is different, but there are some basic principles that can help you survive. If possible, try to outrun the storm. Use your engine to power away from the worst of the weather. But if you're caught in the thick of it, you'll need to ride it out. Head into the wind at a 45-degree angle to minimize the risk of capsizing. Keep the bow of the boat pointed into the waves to prevent them from breaking over the side. Reduce sail area or drop sails completely if necessary. This will help stabilize the boat and reduce the risk of damage. Distribute weight evenly throughout the boat to improve stability. Use sea anchors or drogues to slow the boat's drift and maintain steerage. Remember, every situation is unique. You may need to adapt these techniques based on the specific conditions you're facing. Stay alert, stay calm, and don't be afraid to improvise. Section 6. The human element, staying strong. Storms are as much a test of mental fortitude as they are of physical endurance. Fear is a natural response to danger, but it can also be paralyzing. The key is to acknowledge your fear, but not let it control you. Focus on the task at hand and trust in your training and preparation. Exhaustion is another major risk factor in a survival situation. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water, even if you don't feel thirsty. Eat high-energy snacks to keep your strength up. Take short breaks when possible to rest and recover. Maintain a positive attitude. This may sound difficult in the midst of a storm, but it's crucial for morale and can make a real difference in your ability to cope with stress. Remind yourself that storms don't last forever, and that you have the skills and determination to survive. Remember, your greatest asset in a survival situation is your mind. Stay strong, stay focused, and never give up hope. The human spirit is incredibly resilient. In a life or death situation, communication can be the difference between rescue and disaster. Before you set sail, make sure you have a reliable means of communication on board. A VHF radio with a DSC distress button is essential. Test your radio regularly and familiarize yourself with its operation. Learn how to send a distress signal and know your boat's location, that is, its latitude and longitude. Keep your radio charged and readily accessible at all times. If you have a satellite phone, make sure it's registered and you have sufficient credit. A satellite phone can provide a lifeline in remote areas where VHF radio signals may not reach. Carry flares and other visual signaling devices as a backup. Remember, even the best equipped vessel is only as safe as its communication system. Never underestimate the importance of being able to call for help when you need it most. Storms can inflict significant damage to your boat. You need to be prepared to deal with these challenges quickly and effectively. Learn basic boat repair techniques. Knowing how to patch a hole, jury-rig a steering system, or pump out water can be invaluable. Carry a comprehensive toolkit on board with spare parts, sealants, and tools for common repairs. Regularly inspect your boat for potential weak points and address them before they become major problems. Practice makes perfect. Don't be afraid to improvise. In a survival situation, you may need to think outside the box and use whatever resources are available to you. A little ingenuity can go a long way. Remember, staying afloat and maintaining the integrity of your vessel is paramount in a storm. Be proactive, be resourceful, and never give up on your boat. The storm will eventually pass, leaving behind calmer seas and a sense of relief. But your ordeal isn't over yet. Check for injuries or signs of shock among your crew. Provide first aid as needed and offer comfort and reassurance. Inspect your boat thoroughly for any damage sustained during the storm. Look for leaks, structural damage, and equipment failures. Make temporary repairs as necessary to ensure your vessel is seaworthy. Report your situation to the Coast Guard or maritime authorities. Contact your loved ones and let them know you're safe. Take time to process the experience and learn from it. Every storm, no matter how harrowing, offers valuable lessons that can make you a better, more prepared sailor. Remember, surviving a storm is a testament to your resilience and seamanship. Take pride in your accomplishment, but never forget the power of the sea or the importance of respect for its unpredictable nature. The sea is a powerful and unforgiving environment. It demands respect, humility, and constant vigilance. But it also offers incredible rewards: the thrill of adventure, the beauty of nature, and the deep satisfaction of testing your limits. I've faced my fair share of challenges at sea, and I've learned that the key to survival lies in preparation, skill, and an unyielding will to live. Never underestimate the power of the ocean or your ability to overcome adversity. By respecting the sea, honing your skills, and preparing for the unexpected, you can navigate even the most treacherous waters and emerge from the storm stronger and wiser than ever before. Remember, the sea is not your enemy. It's a force of nature that deserves our utmost respect. Embrace the challenge, learn from your experiences, and never stop exploring the vast and wondrous world that lies beyond the horizon. Stay safe, stay strong, and keep exploring.